Hello everyone and welcome to my 30-day coding challenge where I'll try to learn to code a fully functioning website in 30 days. This was day 19. So let's just review what I did today, what went wrong, what went my way, and what are the next steps. So today I was supposed to go deeper into the Go language, which I have started 2 days ago. So this was my third day with Go language. And I continued with the course as I was doing yesterday. This was a Go introduction course from Coder Gyan. So thankfully, I finished all the theory part today. So tomorrow it's going to be putting to practice whatever I have learned in Go so far, and we'll try to build a fast and scalable REST API in Golang. So that's for tomorrow. Today I went deeper into channels. I learned about wait routines in Go, which is a little bit confusing, and then some more mutex and interface. So yeah, we went much deeper into more complex topics today, such as channels and packages. And when I compare those topics, when I compare the similar things that I learned in JavaScript, I believe the complexity in JavaScript is quite high, is on another dimension, at least for me. In Go, still feels very intuitive. You still can visualize the syntax and you can still memorize it easily. And there are fewer ways that you can make a mistake. So that's one very positive thing with Golang. And I invested some time, like half an hour or so, going back to my JavaScript concepts just to see whether I have not forgotten them all. And thankfully, I mean, I can still recall most of the things that I learned there. Obviously, there is some confusion between the two syntax now, Go and JavaScript, but it's not something very serious, such as like in if you have to call a function, you'll type it out function in JavaScript, whereas in Go you just do func and you do not put any semicolon at the end of the line. So when I'm doing JavaScript now, I have this tendency of to not to write semicolon at the end of the command line to execute the function. So these are the little things that I need to be conscious of when I am switching between these two languages. Yeah, which is another thing to be on top of now. Hopefully it will become much more sort of pacified as I switch between these two languages more often. That's my hope. Well, so yeah, quite excited for tomorrow because tomorrow finally I'll be able to put into practice whatever I have learned so far in Golang. The learning has been quite smooth, or probably like smoother than JavaScript because of the easier syntax and because of its intuitive nature in terms of syntax as well. So you do not make a lot of mistake. And the other thing is, which is quite good with Golang, is it's statically typed, which means like, I mean, you need to declare a lot of things beforehand, and so like you do not commit errors later on, whereas in JavaScript you'll type the whole function, you write down everything, and you still have no idea whether that command's gonna run or not. Here you'll have the error the minute you do not define the variable, the minute you do not define the struct, you get to know beforehand, which is quite good. Otherwise in JavaScript I felt like at least you are in dark and you can just only pray that you haven't mistake any trivial mistake, and the things run on its own. But whereas in Golang, it gives you a lot of visibility beforehand, and you would know whether it's gonna run or not, because there, like, I mean, the syntax sort of doesn't allow you to go to the next step if you have done some trivial mistake, or if you have forgotten to, let's say, import something, or haven't declared a variable, or even if you declared a variable, if you haven't used it in your function or in your code, it's not going to let you proceed. So that's one good thing with Golang. So there are quite a few positive things with this language, which I really like. But having said that, most of my learning so far in Golang has been theoretical, meaning I've been learning about the data types, I've been learning about the syntax, I've been watching a lot of videos, but I haven't been able to put into practice all all the theoretical knowledge that I have gained so far in Golang. So that's what I intend to do tomorrow, to do that project, and then I'll come to know like how much have I learned, and how much time I need to put in more to become more comfortable with Golang. So far, like I really enjoyed learning about it, but yeah, we'll come to know tomorrow in terms of where I stand when I'll actually have to practice it. As of now, I've practiced few commands, but I haven't been following religiously all the tutorials. I haven't been following and doing them in practice, which I thought like I'll do it when I'll be doing the project. For now, I was just focusing on making sure that I know the concepts quite in depth, because there are a few things which is a little bit confusing, not as confusing as it was in JavaScript, but here still you need to make sure that your thinking is clear and you can build upon the things that the teacher is telling you. So that's it for today. I invested about 2.5 3 hours today, and most of the time I invested in finishing the course that I was doing. I'll provide the link of the course in the description below. And about for half an hour, I just practiced some syntax on JavaScript, just try to refresh my memory of JavaScript, HTML, and CSS, which was quite good. And tomorrow again, I'll be doing the practical exercise of this course, which would be the end of the course. And then the other project that I'm going to do in Golang, which is part of this tutorial as well, to build my own MailChimp in Golang, which should be fun. So hopefully I'll be equipped with all the knowledge necessary to first build a fast and scalable REST API, and then build a MailChimp in Golang. So we'll see. Well, thanks again. Thank you very much for stopping by. Thank you for all the support that you guys have given me so far. Still quite a bit left to go, and still quite a few things that I need to master. Not just the backend development language, but how I would be able to connect all the things that I have learned so far, the front-end web development language, the backend, and the database, which is still to be seen. So please stay tuned and wish me luck. Thank you very much, and I'll see you tomorrow.